Welcome to the Brown Spade Podcast Show. Once again, we are back. We are back. And today's subject matter is, does body counts matter? But before we begin, okay, what's going on, gentlemen?
Hey,
Okay, so I switched it up a little bit. We supposed to do a different subject matter. So I was with some classmates of mine last night, and we were just having a conversation. So that is what inspired me to come up with this subject matter.
okay.
So does body count matter? You know, when it comes to getting involved in a relationship. So I just want to hear you guys' perspective on what you think about it. Um, so who want to go first?
Yeah,
Well,
Clee.
I go first.
Yeah.
When it comes to men, I think when it comes to men, looking at women, I think, you know, yeah, we feel like body count does matter when it comes to women. Um, and the reason why, because this world is small, for one, and it's a possibility that, the person that you're dating, the person that you're seeing, you know, is a possibility that if this person is out here, dating and being, exploring all these different men, it's a possibility that that conversation gonna pop up. Like, man, we have those conversations. We sit around and talk. Hey, man, you remember so and so we went to school with, or so and so? Yeah, I used to date her. Or, it happens. We have those conversations. It's a possibility that you may be in the same room with a dude who's been with that same woman, and that conversation you don't want to have, especially if you plan on making this woman your girl. So to me, it counts because we look at it as, for one, um, women tend to, when they do have sex with a male or a man, most of the time they get attached, or they get, they catch feelings for this dude. And so when it comes to, you around here, sleeping with several men, it's a possibility that if I'm in a room, I bring you to a place with me, and it's a dude that you didn't, you know, slept with, oh, it's gonna be tension. It's gonna be tension. It's gonna be problems. So that's one of the reasons why I think, as far as men, body count does matter. It matters for us. It does.
What you got, brother Jay?
So I agree, and I'll piggyback on saying, while I do agree with a lot of those things Cleve said, uh, I'm still in alignment with that, but I'll jump more so to the growing up, right? Growing up, I don't know about you guys, we kind of grew up together, but you hear the saying was always, you know, the little girls back then when we was little boys should be protected, treasured, right? The way women raised little girls back then was she was a prized possession, she was an angel, she was a princess, she was all those things, right? And so a high body count was not in alignment with princess. Like we never really associated uh, a loose woman at that particular time being considered a princess or a queen or any of those things. So,
Mm-hmm.
and these are things that were taught to us when we were growing up. So, as you start to get older, it's not that you don't like that woman, right? But if you know that you could actually love that woman, but if you hear that that's the case, it's kind of like when also too when we was younger, you get a pair of shoes. If only a few of you had those shoes, you felt special. right?
That's a great analogy.
Yeah, so it's one of those type of things that if in your mind you're under the impression that you are the only one or there hasn't been many before you, then you feel special. There's something special about that feeling of knowing not many people have been here, right?
Right.
As opposed to uh, the whole football team and basketball team may have been here. It's not as rare, right? So
Right.
that's why I said I do agree with Cleve, but when I look at it from my perspective, I look at it more of a rarity. Again, it doesn't take away the heart wants what the heart wants. So it wouldn't stop you from loving or caring about that individual, but how far are you willing to go with that individual if you were looking at it from the perspective of not many people have been there, right?
Right.
Yeah. If again, it doesn't take away from who she is overall as a person, as a nurturer, a provider, a loving, caring individual. It doesn't take away from that because there are many reasons why men and women, right, are loose, right. But again, it's more about the rarity of it. Like I say, even like immaterial things, it's something special about. It's something very special about being first, right? Being one of the few
Right.
that's been somewhere before, right? As
Right.
opposed to you getting there and it's 100,000 other people
Right.
that's already been there. It's not as special, That's all I'm saying.
Right. Well, before I say what I want to say thank you, Jeremy White, for coming in. What's up, brother? Thank you again for your support. I appreciate you. And thank you again, Sister Yolanda Simpson. Thank you for coming in. She said, well, I'm going to respond first because I haven't responded, but she said, why does it matter? Everyone has a past. Now, I'm just going to piggyback off Brother Jay. A man wants to feel like he has something special. It doesn't mean that she has to be a virgin.
Right.
It doesn't mean that she don't have any kind of sexual experiences, but it's how she navigate through the past that she has, because we all have a past, and a man past versus a woman past is not the same. I can't specify this enough. We're not the same. My mother used to always tell me that she used to tell us, because it was 3 boys and 1 girl. She said, a man can walk outside naked. They'll talk about it for 1 day. If a woman walk outside naked, they'll talk about it for the rest of her life. So, and I find a lot of truth in that. Even today, we will still talk about something. If you bring up Kardashian, you're going to think about that tape, even though she was 18 years old and now she's in her 40s. You're still going to think about she did a sex tape, even like it was yesterday, and it happened almost 20 years ago. So a woman, she do have to pace herself carefully and select her. She can't just be running through multiple guys like that, because also if she's doing that in her adulthood, then she's going to be kind of unstable when it comes to relationship anyway, because she's never practiced on being in a stable relationship. So I think it does cause a problem later on, even though they may not agree to it. But statistics shows if they've been through a lot of men, they're not stable when they do try to become stable, because they're not accustomed to being stable.
Yeah. I'm curious to know, because I know, I'm curious to know, you said Ms. Simpson had responded. I'm curious to know.
Yeah, why does it matter? Everyone has a past, right?
Yeah. I believe everyone does have a past. But like you said, Dan, and both of y'all said, like, everyone does have a past, but we, like you said, Dan, we're not the same. And on that, like, women, they look at it as we look at sleeping with a guy totally different. Well, sleeping with several men totally different from how they look at it. I know I would love to ask her, what does it matter to her? Because it definitely matters to us. It definitely matters to us. but does it matter to her? The women look at
it. And the thing is, I hope she continues to chime in. I hope she is, because today is Sunday. But I think that I don't think she feel 100% about what she just said.
Yeah.
Because even if she saw a woman who was moving loosely, even she would look at her differently.
That's my point, because they like, we most of the times women, get around women and they don't even want you to look at a girl's butt.
Okay, she chimed in.
Look, huh?
I said she did chime in, but go ahead. I'll read her question when you get through.
Look at a woman's butt, or even look at another woman,
right,
and they get they get upset.
Right.
So I can imagine if they're in a room with you and they know that you didn't slept with 5 or 6 women up in here.
So right. And that's why I said earlier, for a man and a woman. And like I said, a lot of it does have to do with upbringing. But at the end of the day, just like the man, right? The man wants to feel like he has something rare, something special. Yeah. So does that woman, right? It's a very uncomfortable feeling, right? Moving in an environment where the majority of the people in their room has had some intimate contact, some romantic or intimate contact, or the idea that may be the case, right? Based on how your significant other may move, right? That's not a comfortable, as comfortable as, you may think that you are. Again, rarity, right? Rarity, like what's the rarity of that interaction with that significant other is very important to people, whether they want to admit to it or not.
Right.
There's not anyone that I've crossed paths with that says, "Hey, it's great, right, that my partner has been with everybody or a lot of people." Most people are seeking that diamond in the rough. Right? Because again, also too, multiple partners mean multiple energy. And if you're a person that believes in energy, you body after body after body after body,
right?
That's energy. So a lot of times you're in relationships and you get energy, right, from somebody else.
Right.
And you don't even know who that is, right?
Right.
You don't even know where that energy is coming from.
Right.
And that's why in certain relationships where people they may try to get you to do certain things and try certain things, a lot of that comes from their experiences.
Right.
So all these different experiences, then you're trying to project some of these energies onto me, and I don't know where this stuff is coming from. And again, it goes back to rarity. People want to believe that the person that they are interacting with, that they are looking to build a future with, that there's something very special. There's something rare about the energy.
Right.
Absolutely. That's all I'm saying. Right. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen. I'm not saying that, again, you can't find love with somebody that's had that past. Excuse me.
Okay, so she said, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, because we all know, either we can all relate specifically to that, or we know people that have been in that position, that have gone on, got married, had kids, all those things. And so it didn't take away from who that person is overall. All I'm trying to say is, when you're out here seeking a mate, you're looking for something rare. And the way that most of us was raised, right, especially when in reference to women, it was princess, queen, all these things. And this is what a queen does. This is what a princess does. So we are looking for those things, right? Subconsciously, we are looking for those things in a woman. That's all I'm saying.
Right. Hey, Cleve, Quan was trying to chime in. I looked like he had a bad signal. Every time I tried to click him in, it was just buffering. Okay. So that's on him. But okay, so Miss Simpson, she said, question: are you guys asking women about their sexual past? How would you know how loose a woman is anyway? And then Brother Jeremy said, it's amazing to me that women, mostly Black women, feel the need so bad to be like a man. Women having multiple partners diminish her worth. I agree with that, Jeremy. A man has many women is looked at in society as an alpha. That is true.
And I'm gonna piggyback what you were saying, Chuck, because you could pick up that energy. Like I said before, like women, they when they open up to a man, multiple men or whatever, they take on that. It's something in them that allows this man to they become vulnerable to that man, and they don't realize that we can sleep with 20 women and it doesn't mean nothing.
Right.
They sleep with one dude and it opens up them to be vulnerable, and they actually, it's a feeling that they get that, you know, we are going to be together. It's you're my man. It's possession type of thing. So it on that note, you know, that's one of the reasons why it's not good for women to, you know, be out here getting this body count up. It's just not.
Right.
Not. Yeah. Oh no, I don't ask no woman how many people, you know, people they slept with, or how many people they.
But sometimes that conversation does arise, though.
It does.
You know, sometimes because she may ask you, you know, about your sexual history, and then of course if she asks it to you, it's open game. I'm going to repeat. I got to repeat this question back to you. I can't let you get away with asking me a question like that.
But the thing is, no one's going to be truthful.
I mean, of course, you know.
Hello. But just to y'all point, I'm glad y'all both say that. Why not?
Huh?
Because of the rarity and the other person believing you are special and that it's rare.
Right.
That's why. If you slept with 100 women, now there are some people that'll say it, but it's very rare that a person is going to be honest about the actual body count, because again, they want to give the impression that in our situation, I'm rare. This is
right. And also, Ms. Simpson, there's a very complex hormone called oxytocin.
Yes.
And when the oxytocin is stimulated from the brain, it creates mood. It creates attachment. You know, this is something that releases from your brain. So when you release, it also releases orgasm. So this brings attachment and mood swing to her counterparts. So when she releases this, she become kind of attached to the guy, you know, and this is what makes her gravitate toward that guy. This is why that emotion is there. But with guys, with us, we're just wired up a little bit different. You know, sex for us can be just recreation. We don't have to have feelings for this person. It could just be like a game of basketball.
So to piggyback on what you just said, Daniel, just looking at our sexual organs, right?
Right.
Just based on what you're saying.
Right.
Our sexual organs is made a certain way, and the woman is made different. The woman is the receiver.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
So she's taking on all that energy, right? She's the receiver. That's why, you know, biblically, when you look back biblically, they talk about how if you give a woman anything, she'll take that and multiply it.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? The same thing applies here. She's the receiver.
Right.
Right. She's the receiver. So, excuse me, when you all that energy, like I'm saying, especially if you're not giving yourself time in between those interactions, you know, and you out here trying to do it the way a male is doing it, you're not processing it the same way because you're the receiver.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And again, once you start projecting that energy, a lot of times you don't even realize the energy you're projecting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And again, just back to the original point that y'all made in reference to nobody's going to be honest about it. Why? Why not?
Right.
Why not?
Well, I think they're not going to
be. I think men will be more. Well, for me, I wouldn't mind if a person, you know, I mean, if they ask me, I mean,
it's society.
You know, because at the end of the day, it's not looked upon the same way. If a woman look at a man and he say this large body, she might say damn, but she's still going to be pressing forward because she really interested in this guy. If the woman say that large number, she's not going to get that same response. He might say damn, but he be like, oh no, we ain't going too far.
It can go from I'm thinking about wifey to this is just something to do now, because again. Right. Also, too, once you put that number out there, right? And think about it, it's the same thing with women. I've had conversation with women. once they start hearing that, especially from a guy, they hear that their body count is high like that.
Right.
In their mind, nothing is telling them that you're able to turn that on and off.
Right.
So in their mind, they're thinking, okay, well, this is, even though they have a past, he said this was his body count, right? What are the chances that I'm going to be enough?
Right.
You see all the questions that surround an individual when you know that the body count is up there.
But I think they want to. If a man tell a woman his body count, she's gonna look at that going, I wonder what he's doing.
Right.
She's not gonna say that right now because it's the political thing to say. She would type that on here. No, Sister Simpson. You may type that, but a woman. I'm just telling you how women are. They don't look at them. If a male say I done had 100 partners, she'd be like, damn. She looking at, okay, he must know some things, and now she's curious about how did he get those 100 women. That's the difference.
But also women look at it as not being a good thing as well. Because
no, they say it with their mouth. They don't believe that shit, Cleve. They don't believe it. They don't believe it.
This is what I'm saying. Like Miss Simpson, if you was do your friends sit around and brag about all the men they slept with? They don't.
No.
But men will sit around and talk about, brag about all the women that they've been with. They do. So women don't agree with it. They may say it like it doesn't matter and all that, but it matters to them because they're gonna look at you like, damn.
Okay, so let me just catch up a little bit. So Jeremy say all you have to do is look at nature and understand that the male species have many females and who they mate with. Look at the lions and how they act. He also stated that a gynecologist explained to a woman the climax, the closest thing to her is giving birth, hence why a woman loves their children so much. The vagina canal makes them very vulnerable. Okay, so Miss Simpson, she's back. She chimed in again, and she said, "You guys can't say to me that it's okay for men to have multiple sexual partners, and it's okay because of his stimuli." Well, I guess stimuli. That's what she got it. And just have to accept it.
Nobody said. It's
welcome in, Ray. What's good?
What's up, Ray?
Hey, fellas, how y'all doing?
All right.
My bad. I apologize for being late.
That's okay. Just join. Just follow. Get in where you fit in.
Hey, and the topic is: do body count matters? Do body?
You said the topic is what? Body count? What?
Does body count matters?
Does body count matters?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
In your opinion, does it matter?
I would say yeah. All depends on. Let's clarify. Elaborate on what when you say body count. Elaborate on a little bit for me.
Well, we're talking about body counts when you're having like sexual partners. So if you're vetting a woman, and you guys are having an open conversation, having some dialogue, and then all of a sudden, she asks you, "Hey, how many partners have you been with?" Through your, sexual experiences, been an adult or whatever. You give her a number, and then you're gonna, of course, may ask that question in return. And then if she give you a large number, would you continue vetting her, or would you say, I don't know if this is a good move?
Honestly, I don't think that's neither one of our business, because I know, depending on the number she give, more than likely she gonna tell a story. But yeah, it will affect my way of looking at the outlook on whether I want to move forward.
So if she was honest with you about the body count, it would affect the way you think about her.
Yes, sir.
And that's
I'd rather not know.
That's what we're trying to tell Sister Simmons. She's chiming in. This is one of our sisters here. She chiming in. She's saying, that why does it matter? Well, I'm telling her, if a guy knew the real number, it would matter.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Most definitely. But so asking the question why that is, it's because of the rarity, man.
I guess it'll be more so the illusion of knowing, golly, you've been with that many, dudes.
But then it's not rare.
Right. It just be the illusion like, no, I don't want that. So I prefer not to know you want to. Now, if you want to be that honest, then we ain't going nowhere with it. We ain't going nowhere with
And that's
it.
what, and that's all we're trying to, yeah. And so that's what we're trying to do. We're just trying to get sisters to understand, you know, that there is a difference, and for them to stop, that they have to stop trying to compare man and woman, because we're not the same.
We're not the same.
We're not the same. You could sit up here and look at careers and woman today and all this stuff and thinking you have arrived, but you're still not a man. You know, we're not trying to be you guys. Why are you guys trying to be us? That's the question.
And
Right.
That's for another day.
They don't agree with that, man. I like to say, fella, we can sit around, you know, guys sit around and talk about, oh man, you know, just women they know, or women they, you know, we can sit around, we'll talk about that. But women are not doing that. And if they are doing that, most of the women that they're around, they smiling in their face, but they talking about them behind their back. Like, damn.
Yeah. And a lot of it has to do with the fact of how we were raised, right? Like for example, there's things that men, older men, OGs, conversations that they have, and it's much different when it comes to a woman, right? It's the conversations are just different, and that's all I'm saying. The conversations for a man is, man, go out here, sow your raw oats, go out here, earn, protect, provide. You see what I'm saying? For a woman though, it's I've never heard one of my aunties or my grandmama or my mama or, you know, any woman like that. Y'all parents having conversations with us about women, about normally they're talking about what the type of woman that's mature, right?
What a woman should be, right?
And this is what you normally hear. And this is why I'm saying, Miss Simpson, what I'm saying is these aren't things that we just came up with today. These are things that have been taught.
That's right.
What's one of the number one things that older women in the family have said to women in y'all family? Keep your legs closed.
Right.
Right. And so what happens is we grow up, and in our mind, we're looking for the one that keeps our legs closed. Now, and that's all I'm saying. So because the one that has done that enough, right, to us is the most rare. That's all I'm saying.
And that's the one that stand out the most. That's the one you're gonna start vetting.
Yeah.
Miss Simpson, she chimed in again, you guys. So she said,
but contrary to that though,
yeah,
as of men, the ones that didn't open their legs, now we don't want to be bothered with them. But in reality, that's what we want. But we move on and probably miss out on that good woman and go find somebody that will. But I'm just speaking in our teenage, you know, just growing up, our adolescence, you know, away, you know, the way we think or thought back then. Now, I probably would definitely love that today,
right? Because
I don't really want it that fast.
Right. And you older, you older.
So you know better now. You're a much more mature guy than you was 20 years ago.
And if you think about it, you circle back around. You think about the girls who was fast like that, and then you run back into them later on. You be like, oh nah, man, she was out there. You know what I'm saying? She was out there. She was out there knocking it with everybody, man. I know I ain't definitely getting
right. She got a rap sheet.
It's a rap sheet. So that like I said, women, y'all may sit here and, you know, smile in a woman's face about, you know, her having all these different men, but y'all talk behind her back like, damn, she is
because what they're also taught, man.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah.
Their parents, their mothers, their grandmothers. And like I say, we all had women, you know what I'm saying, in our circles. You see what I'm saying? We had aunties, we had mamas, we shared, you know, mamas and aunties, and they always gave us perspective, right? And that's all I'm saying is,
was involved.
Yeah. And so when we were growing up, the women you would always, the woman who did that was always frowned upon.
Right.
Because because the idea was you get a man with this, not with that. Right?
Correct.
That's all I'm saying to Ms. Simpson. It's like these are things that were taught. So in the conversation that we're having, when you start talking about body count, a lot of this was taught that wasn't the ideal woman, right?
And we were taught that by men and women.
Absolutely, man and women. And
now,
that's all I'm saying. It was
in their defense, I think, me personally, maybe not all of them, but I think the ones that have been around the block a few times, I think they probably could be the most loyal and faithful today. Depending on who they is.
I'm not taking my chance.
They at this point in life, they probably didn't get them nowhere.
No, but that's why I said earlier. It doesn't take away that these are loving, caring people. Oftentimes, what you hear is that the person that did that, or the woman that did that, was seeking love, right?
Fact.
Right. And that's why I'm saying it doesn't mean that woman is not a loving, a caring woman. But if the cat is out the bag, is all I'm saying. If that cat is out the bag.
So hold on, guys. Let me just catch up because she's chiming. She's done chimed in, so I don't want to.
Okay. I want to hear.
She's saying that my single friends are looking for genuine, truthful men, and they don't give a f about body count. We just want to know if you have a big package. This is what Miss Simpson said, or do you know how to use it? And then she said, thank you, Ray Ray. I guess some comment that you made. And then we got Jay White. Man, this new age woman, they're so out of order. Black woman fell for this feminist bull in the 60s. And they brought it into the free love and sex and result of all this so-called strong and independent woman. I totally agree.
But my thing is, they said they want a man with.
And she said she agreed with Ray Ray. She's saying that the woman is. She said, "Tell him, Ray Ray, very loyal and loving." Most promiscuous women. I'm with Jay on that. They are searching for love, and they doing it the wrong way. And so by the time they do meet the guy that could be a potential guy, she's not accustomed to the stability. That's all I'm trying to say, Miss Simpson. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And on top of that, if she's been like Chuck said, like Johnny said earlier, if she's did this with multiple guys, so she didn't experience all these different things.
She's not gonna be used to one guy. She ain't gonna. Even if you dated her, she's gonna be like, "Damn, I'm missing something," because she's so used to doing it.
Yeah, will she even be able to?
It's habits. These are habits.
She gonna be comparing it to the dude who who do it like this, or the dude who do it like that, or the dude who like it like she's gonna compare. She's gonna keep comparing.
That's why I talk about projecting that.
That's
energy.
That's a never ending road. She'll never stop.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying, Ray. I'm not saying she can't love. I'm saying anybody can love. I'm with you, Ray, on that part. If you think that most promiscuous women, if they've been jumping around with multiple men for lengthy period of time, and then all of a sudden she want to just hit the brakes, and all of a sudden she want to just start. It's going to be hard for her to make that turnaround because she's been doing it for so long. It's like a muscle. It's repetition. So now that she just with this one guy, she feel like I'm missing something. So now when you're not in her space, she's looking for something else to fill in that void that she's accustomed to.
Yeah, it won't happen overnight. I guarantee you that.
That's what I said earlier. Yeah.
So I'd rather not deal with it.
That's what I said earlier. Like I said, I would never say that the woman who considered to be promiscuous is not capable of love.
Right. Everybody's capable of love.
And I'm like, at the end of the day, they're probably going to be the most loving, caring, nurturing. All I'm saying is the man the man that's courting them, if he knows that path, not that he can't get past it, but what I'm saying is it's not as easy for that man to do that as opposed to knowing that, she listened to grandmama and auntie now. That's all I'm saying.
Because here's the thing, you're not gonna tell your daughter to go out. Yeah, girl, you could go out and have sex all you want, and you still be able to get the man that you want. Right. You're not gonna tell your daughter that.
No.
Not so that's one reason why. That's one reason why women should be telling women, like, listen, men,
that's not the way to go.
We're telling you why, and we're telling you we don't approve of that, right? But you want to make us accept it. Like, no,
crazy.
That can't be right. Life is not fair. It's a lot of things that women can do that we can't do, and we understand that.
And Sister Simpson, let me tell you something. If your friends are looking for men, in order for them to get a man, they're gonna have to listen to what he wants.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
What they want, they got to listen to what that man wants to get that. That's why they're single, because they're not listening.
Yeah, they're not listening. And then they talk about they looking for a dude with a package. Like, huh? Really?
Yeah.
Hey, I could go get a dude off the side of the road that probably would have a package.
I go get a bump, right?
But guess what? He ain't gonna be able. He ain't gonna be able to provide.
Right.
He ain't gonna be able to lead. He ain't gonna
a homeless guy can give you 12 inches.
Yeah, he can give you. Are you gonna take that? So when y'all walk around talking about y'all looking for a man with a package, open up that package, you're gonna be disappointed. Because ladies, y'all can a 9-pound baby could come out of you. So come on, what are we talking about?
Right.
What are you talking about?
So let me move forward, man. Let me move forward with some more questions. So what are some qualities that men look for in a woman? Because again, this is a teacher mom. We're Miss Simpson. We're not here to bash. This really, your sisters may need to watch this. It may help them out. So what are some qualities that we look for in women? And so everybody like to share their own perspective.
I'm gonna start out with saying, and this is one of the words that they don't like. Submissive. You know, women being submissive. You know, and that's just agreeing. You and a man agreeing on, you know, a relationship. Y'all agreeing on, you know, your destiny. Y'all agreeing on, you know, your life together. Being submissive, feminine,
right?
Being feminine. You know, that right there is. And women think that being feminine is I could put on a dress, I could cook, I could clean. No, that's not being feminine. Feminine is a mind state. It's an attitude. It's an emotion. It's a feel like you. And people say I could turn it off and on. No, you can't. You can't turn being feminine off and on. Because I ask people all the time. So when should a like they always say they could be feminine for the right man? That makes no sense to me. That makes no sense to me because a man can't turn being masculine off and on. Would you like that? A couple of dudes bum rush y'all and you want that man to protect you. And he said, okay, you know what? I don't want to be masculine.
I'm gonna take off today. Yeah, I'm gonna take off today.
Yeah, I want to be feminine today. How is that gonna look for y'all? So
right.
y'all talking about taking that masculine, the feminine off and on, you feminine for the right man? That makes no sense to me. But those two things I say, and I know there's other things y'all could elaborate on. But those are two things that
who want to go next?
Yeah, I just throw, because it's it's 4 of us on here, so I won't try to
cover all the bases.
Yeah. So, but what I'll say is nurturing, nurturing, and I say that because I'm the guy that if your feet hurt, I'm gonna rub your feet. If your neck hurt, I'm gonna rub your neck, rub your back. And nowadays, you're crossing paths with, or I've crossed paths with, some women that aren't, while they are loving, they aren't as nurturing. And what I mean by that is if your back hurt, what I'm saying, just know that there's a chance that my back hurts sometime too, right? Or when you out with them, you out on a date with them, just that whole nurturing and observation of, hey, if the man is paying attention to me in this way, are you paying attention to him in return? Right? What his needs are. And again, it's not just about sex. What I'm talking about is not just sexual. I'm just talking about nurturing and being present. Are you paying attention to what his needs are? Like, do you see him struggling? Do you see him drowning? Can you help? If you see that he needs some assistance, are you willing to assist? Right? But I'll say nurturing.
Okay. So the question is, what the key points that we focus in on what we look at as type of qualities.
What are the qualities that you look for in a woman?
I think my biggest thing, and I'm just gonna speak on my past history. I think the biggest thing for me is almost on the line that he say, taking in consideration, being mindful. That would be my first number one, or first. Both on to be number one, neck to neck.
Right.
And then my second one, and I would say, if she have kids, your parenting. Your parenting. They're the two things I look at.
Right.
That gonna make my decision if I want to be bothered.
Right.
Because take consideration, being mindful.
Good
and
one.
your parenting.
That's a good one. If they do have kids, meaning if you, I date you have kids, but you gotta be parenting. You can't be out here trying to be they friend and they home girl. I agree with that. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah. I would say cooperative. I'm just trying to just throw one word out there. I would go with cooperative to add on to the words that you got, the nurturing, the submissiveness, but she got to be cooperative. And I think to go back on what Ray say in a lot of instances, and what Jay said, that a lot of brothers get starved out because the woman don't understand that she's supposed to put the man first. You see what I'm saying? She's supposed to put him first. And what she don't understand, for those that don't do that, when you do that for him, he's gonna go the extra mile for you. It's gonna be reciprocated. But they don't think like that. They just thinking, what can he do for me in a lot of instances? And then over time, they become very selfish. But she don't understand. If she just give him this attention, give him this affection, give him this nurturing and care, he's gonna go tenfold for her. So he will go even harder for her. Yeah. Because I also believe that submissive is a mutual state, but the woman have to submit first. So let's understand that as well.
Hey man, we don't even get the big piece of chicken no more, man.
Well, hey, I do.
I do.
But see, I'm gonna jump straight in, treating you the way I want to be treated. And right. If I get anything less than that, I ain't gonna make no fuss. I ain't gonna make no argument. And just fall off earth.
Right. Right. Okay. So my next question, we're gonna move forward. What are some of the things that gets your attention from a woman? Go ahead, Jay. You start out, Jay.
Yeah. Well, some of the things is how she treats other people. Right.
Right.
How she treats other people when she's in an environment. If I'm attracted to her. Right. How she treats people in her environment before she even knows that I'm attracted to her, before she even gets a chance to put on that representative. How does she treat other people? For example, I grew up in a household with women that if there was something going on in the kitchen, they were going to ask, is it anything that I can assist with? Right. They'll jump right in. Right. A woman that's, she'll fix your plate, but she'll also fix your daddy plate.
Right.
She'll fix your uncle plate. You see what I'm saying? Those type of things, and how you treat other people gives me an idea. It kind of goes back to how you treat your mama, how you treat your daddy, but how you treat the people that you care about already, right?
Right.
It's a great indicator in how I may be treated. You know what I'm saying? If I chose to pursue you and you chose me in return.
Right.
For me, I'm gonna say discipline, man. A woman that's disciplined is always going to get my attention. Meaning she could be in a room full of men or in a room full of people, and she's not trying to get attention from everybody in there. She's not trying to have the whole have the last word. She's not in there trying to argue.
Right.
She's in there trying to just being disciplined when they're in an environment, full of people. And she know how to work a room. She know how to work a room,
Right.
She know how to work a room. So discipline is definitely one of the things that I feel is attractive. Will attract me to a woman.
I would say almost on the long line, how they able to come into a room and control it. From I guess from the type of energy that they can feed off, or should I say give off.
Right.
And pretty much, I guess, dominant, aggressiveness. That's what I like. And
so you like aggressive women?
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody ain't scared. Somebody ain't got to have the idea just to come into a room with a full of women that probably got themselves together.
I think the term should be confidence, not confidence.
Right. But you got some. Yeah. It can be mistaken now. When I say that, that's why I say ain't got to have all that going on and still can come in and control the environment.
Right.
And not worried about, come in with head up,
Right.
shoulder, and they got a regular little ponytail in the head, but everybody else did up.
Right.
Now, and that's because the circumstances, and when I mean the circumstances, mean like, I ain't going because I ain't did this, I ain't did that. Still just come in and present them and don't worry about it because they know what they can do.
Right.
They ain't got to show nobody what they can do because they know what they can do. They will eventually see what she can do. Somebody with that kind of attitude.
Yeah.
If it makes sense.
Right. I look at what attract me is I look at how a woman move when it comes to if she have kids, how she treat those kids. So I start off from the bottom and work my way up. I look at her relationship with her, if she has her mom, her relationship with her mom, her relationship with her father, her relationship with her grandparents if they're still alive. But how she moved in public, because like you said, Ray, when she's there, a woman suck the energy out the room because of the feminine energy that she has. She don't have to be all glammed up with extra lashes and extra long hair, touching the ground to be an attractive woman. Right. And to me, that's the most thing is just being, like you said, confident, not aggressive, but a confident woman and she's in her feminine state is the most attractive woman to me.
There you go.
Yeah. So, okay. So we're going to move to the next question. So, in your opinion, what makes a woman unattractive?
I just jump out there with one. Like I said, there's enough of us, so I won't try to, do multiple. But loud, a very loud, woman. While she may be very attractive physically and all those other things, a very loud woman is unattractive to me.
I say somebody that curse all the darn time. Just for what?
He's with a potty mouth. You talking about the potty mouth?
Just curse all the time. We all use, like certain language, but just somebody don't even know how to, what I'm saying? Just don't even know how to talk. Just curse for nothing.
Right.
And I think we all can say this, can all say that feeling, but put all that up on the umbrella is just the masculine woman. I can't stand a masculine woman, man.
No.
I can't, and that fits up under the potty out in the
potty mouth, the aggressive woman.
Yeah.
The loud woman in the room. Very unattractive.
Jump in your face like they could beat you. Like,
the one who's want all the attention. Every time she just look at me, all in your face. No. That's
definitely
very.
Don't want that one. The one that won't. No.
Say this. That social media, like that social media, man. You go to a woman's page, man, and it's just amazing that you don't never see it. You don't never see their face. You always see their butt. They back. They always got their back in every picture they take.
But they tell you, Cleve, they want a man to want me for me, but all of your photos with your ass tooted up. So what is it?
And then they complain about guys coming into their inbox. If you don't show them nothing different, you gonna keep getting that. Like your Facebook page, and you every time they see you twerking or you
in body dresses and all this tight, you dressed promiscuous. What do you think? That's the energy that you give. So that's the energy you're gonna receive. Yeah.
What man is gonna look at that and be like, ooh, look, every picture she got, she bent over, she's showing her butt. I think I want to marry her.
Right.
I want to marry. No.
Now, as men, we might say I want to hit it.
Yes.
But we like, I don't know, she the marrier type.
I know this might be a little bit off topic, but this is one of the things that me and the fellas were talking about at the barbershop. Like when we go to a club and we see the guys were saying when they go to the club, they see women up in there. This night they may say, you know what? I don't want to find a woman in here that, I'm looking for a relationship with. I want me a quick fix thought. I want somebody that I could just hit it and quit it. So they're going to look at the woman with the tight dress on. They're going to look at the woman with all the different color hair. They're going to look at the girl with the long strip of fingernails, the eyelashes. They're gonna look at the one who's drawn all that, who wants all that attention, and that's the one they're gonna go at and say, "Hey, girl, you look good tonight," because they know that she is thriving for attention, and they're gonna give her that attention just so they can knock her off. And this is what men was talking about. These are single men in between their 30s and 40s. This is what they say they do when they go to the club and they looking for a quick knockoff. That's right. What they look for. They look for these women with all these different things, all these different looks. It's just like how a woman look at a man who pull up in a SS Impala sitting on 24s with the gold chain, the gold teeth, and all that. You look at him and be like, okay, he look like he like to blow and spend money. So I'm gonna holler at him because I want somebody to take me out. That's how we look at these women that be in the club dressed like that. So ladies, when y'all come out here dressed like that, thriving for attention, you're gonna get these dudes who want, they just looking for a quick knockoff. That's it. They're not looking for nothing else. They're gonna looking for a quick knockoff. And that's what it comes down to.
Okay. So my next question. How would you compare today's woman versus our mother generation?
Our mother generation, and beyond that. While I do think, the women today, right? Well, so, and we kind of talked about this on a few podcasts ago, where we talked about how, and I'm only talking about my personal experiences and the women that I have conversations with. A lot of them, while they appreciate their mothers, right, what they didn't appreciate is some of the sacrifices that their mothers made, right, which means sacrifice career and all those things, money and all those things. Well, again, they appreciate it, but a lot of them are a little angry with their mothers for putting the family first as opposed to career. Because a lot of these women now are thriving, they making money, they making just as much money as a man is making. And if you ask that woman, she'll say she's happy, but at the end of the day, she does not have what her mother had,
right?
Which is a family,
right?
Yeah, I agree with you, Chuck. I think that the women today, they are angry. And the thing is, if you compare them to the women back then, the women back then had to go through Jim Crow, segregation, racism. They had to go through a whole lot. But guess what? They still was married at a high. These women now today, they more educated, have more opportunities. They pretty much have a whole lot more than they upset. Why? Why are you so angry? Why are you so upset? You have a lot more going on than back then. But like you were saying, Chuck, they don't put family first. It's all about
them.
Women. What women want. What women, nothing about the family. It's never rights for family or rights for the community or quality for the family or my son and my daughter and my husband, we need this as a family. It's always women this, women that, women need this, women need that. And it separates us from the family. I don't see them right now pushing for family. It's not pushed.
Right. What you got, Ray?
I'll say the value, they don't value themselves. They don't value themselves enough. The way they should value themselves. I think we kind of lost that. And today's mothers, aunties, and when I say auntie, I'm just talking about the ones that don't have kids but have nieces or whatever. They are not teaching that. They don't really, they leaving them out to dry.
Yeah.
They leaving them out to dry.
Yeah.
And so you still got some with that old soul that, that kind of gets it or have it due to, the nature of whoever they have in their life. But
right.
For the most part, women ain't valuing it. They're not valuing themselves.
Right.
Yeah. And they don't, and they not having that They said they want the, you know, I ain't gonna use the word finer things. They say they want what it takes to get, you know what I'm saying, to go beyond and make sacrifice to get to that point you want to be in life. But they want somebody to carry them there.
Right.
And drop them off where they at.
Right.
We ain't doing that.
I think today's woman versus our mothers, in their mind, they think that they've made progress. It's an illusion. They're more educated. I give them that, but they're more unhappy. They're more unstable. They're more single than ever before. Mm-hmm. So you sacrifice the family structure and you put yourself first. So to sum it up in one word, I would say, you know, a lot of them selfish. And again, I don't want to, I'll never say all, so I don't want people who listen, I just want to be clear. So every time somebody speaks, that never means all. Yeah. But I will say for the vast majority of them, they have become very selfish in a lot of instances. And if you want to be in a relationship, again, you don't have to be in a relationship. If you want to be in a relationship, you're gonna have to be a giving person. You're gonna have to be a sharing person. It's not gonna be all about you all the time.
Selfless.
Mm-hmm. Right. A very selfless. Yeah. So that's how I would say. I would say they are very selfish. And again, they don't push the family. Family is not first versus our mothers. Family was first. They would put their family before they put themselves. But today's woman, she would put herself before she put anybody. And so this is the result of what we're getting today.
And a lot of that has to do with what they saw their mothers sacrifice.
Yeah, they don't want to be like
it's frowned upon. It's frowned upon though.
Yep.
But you had a better society. You had better upbringing with kids.
Yeah, it was more of community. You had more communities when right. You know, when it was about the family, because civil rights, it was supposed to be about family. It was supposed to be about the black family, but they broke it off into women and minorities and all these other things. But it was supposed to be about black family.
Right.
But now it's you know it's all about with women. It's all about right. Right now we have no movements. We have no movements, no protests, and nothing going on for the black family. Everything
right.
is single.
Right. It's all about woman.
Yeah, we have
again as though we've been suppressing. Right.
Nothing. And look, I'm not even saying black man. I'm talking about the black family. That includes
family.
Everybody.
Right. That including the children.
That includes
you, me, and the kids.
Yeah. Look, and if you a dog and you a black family, that includes the damn dog too, because they rights than humans.
Right. And that's what they have to understand. We're not saying we don't want you to be at your best or educated or anything like that, but you need to push the family agenda first before you push yourself. Because if we do it together, we all win. But if you do it by yourself, you know, that's why everything seems upside down right now. The people who are doing the wrong getting rewarded right now.
And a woman and just kids is not a family. I had a conversation with somebody in the barbershop. He wanted to argue me down. I said, that's not a family.
No, that's a broken family.
If it was a family, then you wouldn't need a man to make a baby. But you need a man to make a child. You need a man to make these kids. So how is that a family?
But you know why he thought like that? Because that's all he grew up seeing.
Yeah, and that's what I told him. I said, you was raised, I was raised in a single family household. But a mother and kids is not a family. Without a man, that's not a family. Like it's a broken family.
Right. Okay, so I'm gonna get one more question and then might bring this thing to a close. So do you think the gender battle between women and men will ever get better in today's society?
I think it will. You know why? Because I think it will because I'm gonna tell you that pandemic, it scared the hell out of a lot of folks. It opened up the mind of a lot of people because they realized, damn, like when it came down to we had to go out here and get tissue and we fighting for Clorox wipes and all that. Like we was out there, men was going out there to get that for their family. Yeah, but guess what? Women was standing there saying, wait a minute, y'all just gonna guard me and not let ladies be first? No, because men was like, nah, this is for my family. So I'm gonna provide for my family. So then what you trying to do? Yeah, I got 10 things of tissue, but guess what? You're gonna have to, you're gonna have to, you're gonna have to get it how you could get it. So women started to realize, oh damn, sitting in the house by themselves for months, can't see nobody. You could talk in FaceTime, but you can't see nobody. Yeah, it opened up a lot of eyes to like, damn, we need a man. So I think that was one of the things that brought is making things get a little bit better. And plus, men are now speaking. We are now speaking. We are now telling women what we want. We are now voicing out what we want, because we getting to the point where, hey, we gotta communicate. We gotta tell them what they want, and they gotta tell us what they want, and we gotta come together. And one of the things that what I was listening to the other day. Well, no, I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that, because that's a different topic. I'll leave it at that.
What you got, Brother Jay?
Yeah, I'm optimistic, man. So I'm with Cleve on that. And what I realized, man, is like once you strip it all down, once you strip down the Instagram, the Facebook, all this other stuff, man, people are they scared, people are afraid, right? And people want to be loved at the end of the day. Once you strip all this stuff down, but it's going through the stripping, right? It's getting through those layers before you actually get to that particular point. So while I do think we'll get there, it's going to take several layers to get there.
I agree. Ray, you already went.
Y'all done pretty much summed everything up with that one.
Yeah.
With that gender battle.
Yeah.
Right.
I would say we all learned something, because I definitely learned some. And I think if we have more, I hope we don't, because a lot of lives was lost, but I think we need a world check like that, because it have brought us a lot closer.
Right.
And even to the ones that wasn't close due to whatever their scenarios or their circumstances, it kind of patched that and brought people back together.
Right.
But that's about all I just got on that right now.
I know one thing. People got a chance to really see if they got a chance to really see if they want to be with their spouse or not. Because that
Well, I want to say, well, first of all, again, Miss Yolanda Simpson, thank you again, sister, for coming in.
Appreciate it.
Today is her anniversary, 23 anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. And thank you for coming in. Brother White, I appreciate you, Jeremy White. Thank you, man, for your support. I appreciate you. Ray, man, you gotta subscribe now. You gotta subscribe now. Go on and press that subscribe button now. We gotta get you in here.
Got to. I'm
so
ready.
When you subscribe, you won't miss nothing, and you could catch some of the shows as well.
I'm ready.
Please like, share, and subscribe for the people that are listening. And again, we're not trying to bash sister. We're just trying to make it better. So if you can send this and share this with somebody, this content, hopefully it can help somebody. Because again, if one lose, we all lose.
Yeah,
that's right.
On that note, we out. Peace.
Peace.